building down around Mexico. It ain't about keeping the Canadians out now, is it? It's about keeping your black ass in. They done shipped all your children overseas. And there's about to be a bloodbath over there because the Chinese, the Iranians, the North Koreans, all of them are surrounding your children right now. Anybody know Anna Nicole?
That witch?
Oh, there's a lot more to Anna Nicole that they ain't telling you about. But do you remember when she came in this clown makeup?
Yeah.
She was all clown makeup. Do you remember the colors that she was in? Red, green, and black. She had the colors of the Iranian flag across her face, telling you what's getting ready to go down. Get ready for nuke time. It's going to be a nuke party soon. In Venezuela, just a little south of here. War's going on that you don't know nothing about, because guess what? You don't think there's anything happening unless it's on the TV. Well, that's just a few things just to catch you up. I'm going to turn you on to some water weaponology now. Now, besides the obvious subliminal forms of covert attack, and not so obvious overt attack is being carried out right now through what I call the weaponization of water. And you all pay attention to this because this is into your homes now.
That's right.
Been there. Yeah.
Water weaponology uses the nation's public water supply as a delivery system for biochemical attack. What better way to surreptitiously undermine and cripple the consciousness calibrating capabilities of the blood song and to suppress the evolutionary potential of the individual mind? This diabolical tactic uses sophisticated technologies as triggering mechanisms to channel what are termed lethal to slow lethal toxins through the public water supply to specific homes in a targeted population. And the worst part of this sick scenario is that this campaign is sanctioned by executive order through Section 817 of the Patriot Act, where your Congress has essentially authorized the unthinkable, a mass domestic depopulation program. Sometime in August of 2004, without notice or hype from the major media, an article was published in the Los Angeles Independent Media website exposing a plan by the U.S. government to depopulate the United States using the nation's water supply system. The article stated quite clearly that the entire public water system network throughout the United States had been or is currently being reconfigured to function as a finely tuned weapons delivery system which, when deployed, would selectively target individual homes with what was described as death water. The article stated that this had been accomplished or was currently being upgraded through the construction of a complex system of double lines and/or instruments with mixing capabilities retrofitted on already existing units. As a result, pre-existing homes would receive what is defined as life water, while targeted homes would receive what is called lethal to slow lethal death water from a special admixture channeled into the delivery system. The article was termed Public Extermination Project and may still be accessed at, get your pens ready, http://la.indiemedia or indymedia.org/news/2004/11566.php. And although this article came out in 2004 when I first mentioned it to you, right now as we speak, new information has surfaced to substantiate the author's claim. Section 817 is oddly titled The Expansion of the Biological Weapons Statute and reveals what may very well be the master code that authorizes this covert op. Of course, if you read the Patriot Act, it's a bunch of coded legalese that you need to reconstitute to plain language in order to expose its hidden intent. The first thing you see is that the statute was actually legalized or has legalized delivery systems and the use of toxins under what are described as prescribed circumstances. The term delivery system, brothers and sisters, is a military terminology used to define military technology in tactical situations. The word toxins, as far as I can recall and remember, is another word for what? Poisons. The statute is said to also determine when the use of these systems and toxins are considered legal or illegal. Brothers and sisters, toxins damage body systems. Poison, pharmaceutical or otherwise, is detrimental to the health and well-being of any living, breathing entity. Toxins terminate or injure life. They do not enhance it. Section 817 makes no mention of these poisons being used as a sanctioned form of punishment for a specific crime, but states quite clearly that it shall be legal when used for purposes determined as peaceful, protective, prophylactic, or in bona fide research. Now, outside of the bona fide research bullshit, what we can clearly see written is our government's legalization of peaceful, protective, and prophylactic poisoning of an unsuspecting population. Furthermore, this statute does not authorize its use against any military targets considered enemies of the United States, nor do we find control of this lethal weapon system in the hands of the military. And see, we have a lethal weapon system, delivery system, but as a weapon system, the military don't control it. So who is controlling it? And who would be intended targets of this legally peaceful, protective, prophylactic bioweapons delivery system? Who else but selected segments of the United States population? Who else but the so-called useless eaters and useless breathers? Remember, beloved, the Patriot Act was already written before the event of 9/11. Right. And remember, too, the implementation of Manifest Destiny by the Vatican through the Nazis and the communists and the Europeans who left their homes in the caves to come over here. How many times I've said Europe flushed its toilets and America was born? They set the crap and then built upon it, using us to clean up the shit. What makes us think it will not happen here? Most people don't know that the same protocol of extermination has been refined and is due to be implemented right here in the United States very shortly. And most people know, they do know, that the fascist Nazis are here. They've been here. But people have absolutely no clue as to the depth and their penetration. Now, this system has been configured for a mass kill-off so that it wouldn't be tactically proficient for them to have people running around turning valves. So how are they going to do it? Well, I have some pictures there that I'm going to show you. Now, I'm not a pipe fitter. I'm not a person who draws up plans. But I see something and I leave it for people to actually do the act. If you are a person who lays pipe for the city, see what these plans mean. And find out what's going on while you're down there. And you know something? A good thing for you to do, everyone, is to go over to wherever they're working and take a look at what they're doing. There are certain pipe junctions and fittings that are ordinarily to just bring water in and carry it out. But now there are sophisticated parts to it where you see a second and third conduit being put together. What for? Now, the pipes used in the construction of the delivery system were manufactured, listen carefully, by a place called, or a company called U.S. Pipe.
Yeah. Okay.
A quick peek at the top officials of U.S. Pipe reveals that a man named